Why are minor piece endgames so challenging to evaluate in chess? Imagine trying to solve a puzzle where every move can drastically change the outcome. That's what evaluating minor piece endgames feels like in chess. These phases are full of subtle shifts and tiny details that can turn a winning position into a draw or vice versa. Unlike endgames with major pieces or many pawns, minor piece endgames are all about precision and understanding the unique roles of knights and bishops. Their movement patterns are so different that small changes in pawn structure or piece placement can have huge effects. Bishops, for example, control long diagonals and are most powerful in open positions with pawns on both sides. Knights, on the other hand, jump in an L shape and excel in closed positions where pawns block long-range attacks. Because of these differences, evaluating which minor piece is stronger depends heavily on the pawn structure and the overall position. Pawns play a major role here. If pawns are on both wings, bishops tend to dominate because they can quickly traverse open lines. But if pawns are clustered on one side, knights often become more effective. This makes it tricky to judge which minor piece has the advantage without a deep look at the specific position. Opposite-colored bishop endgames are especially known for their high likelihood of ending in draws, even if one side has more material. Still, there are many exceptions where subtle maneuvers can turn the tide. Recognizing these nuances requires sharp calculation and a good sense of positional play. Another challenge is that minor pieces are limited in power compared to major pieces and the potential of pawns to promote. When a lone pawn is racing to promote, the defender must carefully decide if they can stop it or if they need to create a fortress. Since a single minor piece cannot deliver checkmate alone, the evaluation often hinges on whether the pawn can be blocked or if the minor piece can establish a blockade or outpost. This involves precise calculation and understanding of fortress positions and zugzwang situations. Transitioning from small advantages to a win is also tricky. A slight improvement in king activity or minor piece placement can be decisive, but one wrong move can turn a winning plan into a draw. Players need to constantly assess whether they should push for pawn promotion, exchange pieces, or create a blockade. This decision-making process is complex because it involves weighing multiple factors at once. To master these endgames, players should study key theoretical positions, especially those involving opposite-colored bishops and knight versus bishop endings. Recognizing how pawn structures influence minor piece activity is essential. Developing calculation skills for maneuvering around zugzwang and fortress positions is equally important. Practicing common motifs like blockade, outpost control, and king activity helps build intuition. Because of all these factors, minor piece endgames are among the most strategically rich and demanding phases of chess, requiring careful evaluation and precise play to succeed.